Yo, welcome to the Trip Off This podcast. We're back. The face you're seeing, the voice you're hearing is mine, none other than Tevin. The face you're about to see or the voice you're about to hear is the legend, your man crush Monday, every single Monday, Josiah.
Yeah.
And we have a very special guest with us, a young phenom, a young legend. He's sitting to my left, not.
Yo, what's up?
Round of applause. So, this is the Trip Off This podcast. It's a podcast show where we talk about wild things for you to trip off. That's music, politics, games, tech, culture, really anything we want. So we can talk about anything, and I feel like we should probably talk about maybe New Zealand first, because that's pressing and relevant.
I'm gonna say, real quick first.
I would just, let's obviously terrible, obviously awful, so many things to say, and I'm not saying this as a joke. But, why is nobody freaked out by the fact that this happened in a place literally called Christchurch? Now, I'm not saying that's, like some type of conspiracy theory or anything like that. I'm just saying, why is nobody taking alarm that there are still towns and cities named that in 2019?
Oh, yeah.
The same people who freak out about, right-wing Islamic extremism, would freak out if they heard of a town called, Allah Quran.
Oh, yeah.
And that was, the literal name of a highly developed urban city. I feel like people would freak out. But again, this happened in a place literally, they couldn't come up with anything better than Christchurch. And
what's the origin of that place?
Yeah, exactly.
Settled by,
converted?
Yeah, but it's tough. I don't want to make jokes or make light of it because it obviously is important. And I was reading first person testimonies of eyewitness reports, and that was saddening. Deeply saddening.
It reads like a bad 4chan joke, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that guy shouting out
PewDiePie.
PewDiePie and
No,
stuff.
subscribe to PewDiePie. How do you feel? You feel like people, how responsible is PewDiePie for something like that? I'm not saying he is or isn't, but I'm just gauging where you
I feel like,
on that.
I don't know, you really can't hold him that responsible. In the content of his that I've watched, he's super edgy, and I feel like a lot of it's unnecessary, to be honest. But it's I don't know. Now he's definitely going to watch his content. Now he's probably going to say less. Now he might take that stuff a little more seriously. Maybe these things are jokes to me, but then not jokes to...
How many times has he been through the ringer?
Yeah, exactly. So it's but this is pretty bad. I think this is
pretty bad.
This is a lot worse than anything else. So I feel like if he just keeps doing the same I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know how he's gonna hold up.
Didn't he hold up he went on the Fiverr app or whatever and you pay $5 to get people to do random things, and you had somebody in India hold up a sign that said it was very anti-Semitic or something. For $5. I think they didn't even really speak English, so they didn't really understand how.
I heard he made a whole note, he was shouts out to these people,
his manifesto. Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't think you can
he did the okay sign.
I know, he did the white power sign in court. As soon as he walks in, he's flashing it.
Yeah.
That's wild.
You know what's wild okay
sign is seeing I know
they took the okay sign,
they reclaimed it. You know what's crazy too is seeing the picture of that dude in court making the white power hand gesture, and then
all the politicians who are doing it.
Seeing the people in the White House at the press briefing office or whatever, throwing it up. You're wow.
It is just the okay sign, so it's some of them probably have no idea, and they're just I swear. Some of them probably they don't know, and so they're doing it oh, this isn't a thing. But then some of them probably do know that that's a thing, and they're doing it on purpose. And I feel like that's why they pick such innocuous symbols, because then they can to somebody who doesn't know somebody who can't hear dog whistles, as they would say. You won't know.
Yeah,
now it's this.
There's a very I feel like there's a very limited amount of people who even know that that is any type of symbol.
I bet a lot more people do.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how many people are tuned in to the internet the same way, because you
I wonder that a lot.
Project yourself on people and think that
everyone's
they
on
absorb
Twitter.
the same things that you do.
Yeah. Twitter's such a small echo chamber, even though it feels like there's millions.
They make it for you,
I saw one of those old dudes on Twitter
in your own bubble
who had a bunch of screen caps of that, and he was freaking out about it, and he kept calling it a white power gang sign, which I felt is not. maybe that's how to put it, but he just kept saying that. It's just weird seeing people's reactions and then like all this internet memery crossing over into the mainstream.
Real life consequences, And it is weird. Like, and I feel like I'm always like, you always get jarred with that when like you see like local news cover internet trends. Like how late they do it typically and how they explain it is just like proof of the disconnect between like internet culture and like mainstream average person who isn't on the internet like most millennials 8 hours a day.
I've heard many local newscasters say Mimi, like internet stuff.
It's so funny. I actually showed this dude I work with. This is so funny. He's like 37, doesn't have any social media, and like I showed him like a starter pack meme, and he was literally just like, I just don't get it. And I was like,
he didn't.
I was like, he's like, what do these 4 things have to do with each other? And I'm like, guy, it's not an SAT question. It's like, these are essential items needed for this starter kit.
He's looking at it like one of those CAPTCHAs, like trying to identify the street sign.
Yeah, like he was just staring at it like, I don't get it. And then like when I finally, like once you have to explain a meme like that, it's not funny.
Yeah, so,
no, like,
any meme explained.
Once he got it,
he
was just like,
for real.
Yeah,
pretty bad at telling jokes.
Explaining memes is terrible, and I feel like you always have to do it to people who are older than you. I mean, we talk a lot about on this show how not internet savvy older people are.
Yeah,
true. I don't know. Maybe we should teach internet literacy classes for senior citizens in town who might want to be. Maybe you want to be a part of the meme culture, but you don't know where to start. Maybe you want to start a Twitter and start hashtagging.
The trip off this internet literacy class.
Exactly.
Course 1. Meme culture.
Exactly. And I think even more pressing than that, is teaching old people how to use hashtags. I've seen people misuse hashtags.
I've seen some young people misuse hashtags too, though.
I definitely do.
They think they're like highlighting like important words.
Like, I hate when people hashtag words that are so broad. Like, please don't do hashtag fun. Hashtag happy.
Times.
Yeah. Don't hashtag good times under a picture of you and your boys kicking it.
Yeah.
That's not how hashtags are supposed to work.
Bro, that's good times. What are you talking about?
I was doing it wrong for like a really long time, and then I was told, but then I went back to doing it wrong.
Yeah, so you just gotta do you, man. Don't let
it
talk
doing whole
you down.
sentences.
Well, you can use it ironically.
Yeah.
There's an art to the hashtag.
But don't you cross the line, and then your irony becomes you.
Yeah, true. Like if I can't hashtag like for like, ironically. Like damn, hashtag trip off this podcast show.
Yeah, very specific. That's what you have to hashtag if you want to get our attention.
And like also, who even searches through topics by using the hashtags? Like, wasn't the original purpose, especially on Twitter, so that like if someone hashtag like
it'll show up in trending still. If a bunch of people are using a hashtag.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, I guess it's different on Instagram and Twitter. But yeah, wild times we're living through. We need to set that up, some type of internet literacy course, so that like old people aren't out here like.
We could just record, a series of films. Like we'll turn this way. We'll sit in front of it like a desk, and then we'll just teach internet literacy.
You know what annoys me about Facebook that people do? Just gonna complain about the internet for a minute.
I'm down.
Like I hate how when people tag someone else in a Facebook post, and I don't go on Facebook a lot, but like instead of tagging someone in the comments so that your tag doesn't pop up in the news feed, they just like share the article or the content and then tag the person in like the text box. So like it pops up in the feed rather than just in the comments. Is that making sense?
So like when somebody shares something on your wall.
But you don't like the one where they share it and they tag your name in it?
Yes.
On your wall?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. People can be sharing some wild
Yes. Why?
Okay.
Especially because like I see it and like the person that they tagged in it is the only person who interacted with it or liked it. And I'm like, dude, this could have been so private. There's so many options.
You just showed me this.
Yeah, there's so many options to keep that interaction between you two. You could screenshot it if it's a still image and just text it to them. They couldn't make it easier. There's a literal share arrow where it just says like, send them the link. They can click it themselves.
Is that the OG share though? Like,
yeah.
Could you tag people in Facebook always with that?
You
know, or is that like a Twitter thing that like Facebook picked up?
No, they took that, right?
What?
They took
Like
that from Twitter.
saying like at and then somebody's name. That was
Can
on
you do
Twitter
that
first.
Yeah, I think that was on Twitter first.
Yeah.
Because I remember,
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
share on Facebook.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how you always used to have to do it. Was like share
The
article,
old-fashioned way, yeah.
Put it on their wall.
Okay.
All right. Yeah,
Yeah, that's wild. Yo,
Do you
what-
think
Timeline.
random? Do you think that they should break up the social media companies like Facebook and Google?
I mean, it's kind of.
Like force YouTube to be its own thing separate from Google. Like break up the
Yeah, I mean, like.
separate Instagram, WhatsApp,
Probably.
and Facebook.
Probably.
Force them into separate companies. I don't know. I'm just
Probably.
asking.
I don't know. Probably.
I couldn't give
I
you
don't
the
know.
textbook definition of a monopoly off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that's what those are. You
Yeah, it
know, like
seems
the
like
way
it.
that they control like content.
A
and,
huge, at least huge swaths of the
Right, yeah.
marketplace.
I
Like,
feel
and
like
it's like influence, you know? It's like
True.
the marketplace.
Disney. They should break up Disney. They
Yeah.
should make Marvel its own like
should be a free
studio on its own.
marketplace either way, you know, and it's just kind of like controlled by giants.
I feel like it's kind of funny, but like those social media companies, like, I don't know, man. It's tough. It's tough, man. It's tough. I can't
feel
even
you.
spit out the
feel
sentence
you.
because, like, dude, I don't know what they should do. Like,
Yeah.
they're
true.
treading a new path. Like, I think about that. I was thinking about that.
It's completely new.
Yeah, like I was watching that like the Joe Rogan podcast with Tim Pool and like a few other people that were like from Twitter, Jack
Dorsey, yeah.
Dorsey, and like one of his like I forget her title.
Yeah,
But they were like discussing like people that get
people that were
banned
down
and
the second
stuff.
time.
It was like people that get banned from Twitter and all that, and it was
Yeah.
just like I don't know. It's shady. It's such a hard job. And also, like, I feel like if they did break up the, like, a lot of people complain about how social media companies, like, oh, I was talking about laundry detergent, and then I opened my phone up, and it was an advertisement for laundry detergent. And, like, people are like, oh, that's crazy. The government's always listening, blah, blah, blah. But, like, I feel like if it stopped happening, they'd be like, oh, this is kind of inconvenient. Because, like, the thing I just searched on YouTube, right now, the stuff I search on YouTube immediately is like the number one suggested thing. If I immediately switch over to Google and go to type in the same thing, it like auto corrects to what I just searched into YouTube. I feel, and I feel like if they broke up and things like that stopped happening, it would low key get annoying.
Yeah.
Like the convenience.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
like,
a certain
people-
convenience
like,
to it.
Like people
It's true.
complain about like how invasive it is that you're talking about something and then you get an ad for it, but also if you didn't get an ad for it, you'd be like, well, I.
Like, have you ever been
Kinda
watching
do
someone
enjoy
else's
that.
YouTube and they get like an ad you've never seen in your life,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
something
yeah,
you've
yeah.
never
Yeah.
heard of,
Yeah, it's crazy.
and when you try to say like, oh, I keep getting this stupid ad, they have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know. Targeted
It's a
ads.
tailored experience.
Yeah.
That's
And
wild.
my tailored experience is YouTube trying to red pill me all day with these PragerU ads.
Sometimes. I watch one funny Alex Jones video, and then they're like, "Oh, you believe in a lot of."
And then I end up
Yeah,
watching the
huh?
whole PragerU ad just to like laugh at it as it's
Yeah,
going
yeah.
along, and they're just. Oh.
I know. You go on like an ironic laugh.
You watch it
without
ironically,
your
and then
account
it's
is
too
dwarfed.
late. It's too late.
I think they like
Yeah,
have
man.
started to use options where you can like turn off the suggested content and stuff. I
Yeah.
recently did that with Twitter. I know that you can like flip a switch, thanks to like that episode where Jack Dorsey was saying like, you know,
Okay.
like you can take off like our suggested like Twitter bubble that we give to you. But I
Okay.
don't think it's like different. Like, I
Yeah.
took it off. I was like,
It's
nothing really
pretty
changed.
much the same.
See, like, on
Trying to
the,
trick me.
on that topic, do you think, so you view these social networks as like a government utility at this point, a right? Everyone has a right to Twitter. You have and that banning someone actually oppressing their free speech. Like if Twitter and Facebook are as big as the government at this point, obviously freedom of speech is only the government limiting your speech or arresting you for something you say. But if
There's
these
definitely
companies are big
a
enough,
very strong argument to be made that those
Yeah,
are like
yeah.
the town squares. Like you aren't
Yeah.
going to a like
Yep.
that's what you're doing.
Yep.
Now.
and
So,
being banned from
being
there is
silent.
actually.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's a weird issue because these
It
were
is.
things that were created by private companies. But I mean,
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
like
it's hard.
only time will tell. Like it's a good idea, like it's a good direction, but like as of like right now, like I don't think anybody has an answer. You know what I mean? 'Cause we
Yeah, I
don't,
agree.
like,
Yeah.
we have
I
no
agree.
idea what's going on. Like you can use it to like influence elections, but like at the same time, like Twitter's like a global company, and they have like varying laws when it comes to the way they act in other countries in general. You know what I mean? Like they have like certain set up rules for like this country depending on what they let their people see. So it's
Yeah.
like, Twitter's already there, like making those weird steps that you're worried about happening to America when they already are doing that. But it's like they're just they're working off your own community, our populace.
Yeah.
So they already have rules for us. It's like they assign
Like,
one for everyone.
They bend over backwards sometimes to get into China and stuff like that. Like they'll do some stuff
I heard
that.
they agreed. They're gonna.
Yeah, they're gonna do whatever.
Do you think?
Google.
Yeah.
Do you think?
You don't think like we have like a semi-censored like Google does?
You
know what I mean?
It's.
We have pretty
I don't
free
know,
information, but not like.
I feel like you can look up whatever they want, but like if you're looking up some weird, they're gonna be like, okay, and then that's gonna go in like a special folder somewhere.
Yeah. You yeah. Do you think like I was having this conversation the other day with somebody like. Should there be complete freedom of speech on Twitter? Like again, if we have complete freedom of speech in the United States, outside of like physically threatening someone's life, like hate speech under Constitution is absolutely allowed.
Yeah.
And some people would say necessary so that we know who the assholes are in society. Like, do you think that same thing should be applied to Twitter? It's so tough. It's so tough. How about this? Are we on board with this idea? I would just fix Twitter. You ready? You could say absolutely whatever you want, but there's no such thing as an anonymous profile. Your name, your real name has to be tied to your account. There is no. You can't just be butthole78 and just tweet racist garbage about people.
It has
you
to
have
be
to
connected.
be Todd Phillips, who you are.
I feel like that's like Twitter like digging its own Facebook grave though.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Because
for
then it does
real.
become like
Make it,
Facebook.
Yeah, you honestly
Twitter's all
can't do
about
something that
like-
unpopular because at the end of the day, there really isn't anything right now stopping a new company if Twitter got so unpopular from just doing what Twitter does. It's not like Twitter's doing groundbreaking work.
Yeah,
They just get
it's
their
just a
logo
social-
printed on like any label that you've ever
Yeah,
seen in a store.
exactly.
And
So you could just
all
have
that sort of
another
stuff.
if they start misbehaving that much, then and I don't know. It's hard though. I'm sure that we're gonna see some like alt-right Facebook clone for all the people who are like getting removed from these
them joints
websites.
already exist, bro. Them joints
know.
already exist.
I don't know what they're
Yeah,
called.
can
We
I
should
think one's called-
infiltrate one.
I think one's called Gab, Gab.com. I think
That's a
like
right-wing thing?
Twitter. I think it's like a completely free speech social media.
How many
So it's a right.
Twitter bots?
He said so it's a right-wing social. That's hilarious. Yo, can we crack some jokes in here? Let's crack jokes about spoiled, privileged kids getting into college.
Ooh.
Let's
I know,
crack
right?
jokes about it. Look, let's make something not funny, hella funny.
Yeah.
Imagine just
George
imagine-
Bush worked to get into his, and now these people nowadays are just rolling in like they
Yeah.
like
Imagine who was it?
all the fail sons before they worked to get in. They didn't pay their way through. They definitely got really good grades and passed all the tests,
Yeah.
and it's not because their legacy and their dad paid a bunch of money and used to be the president.
Do you feel bad about any of these people?
Nah, dog.
No.
But at the same time, like I was joking about, this has been going on for a while, and
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
throwing the book at like the daughter of an actress when there are definitely like politicians and way more well-connected people that you're not going to hear this about.
Of course.
The best part of it, like, if you ask someone this or you told someone about this, I feel like we would all say that we know that type of stuff goes on. We would believe that, right? Like, oh, somebody pays in to get to college.
Yeah.
But it's good that this one is on the news, you know what I mean? Like, if it wasn't being called out before, then it is now. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
we never seen a news article like this before. We all
It's
just
true.
assumed it happened. We were
Yeah.
like, oh, that's true.
Now
And
that it's in the open.
news. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like...
It's
that's-
kind of like the
that's-
Harvey Weinstein
it's
thing
the
in a way.
conscious, yeah. It's like
now that it's in
everybody's-
the open,
it's worth writing about.
Yeah, for
People
real.
will click on it. So
That's
it's
true.
like,
That's
Yo,
true.
if
it's a
I
new directive.
y'all need to understand. Listen, I like to think I'm an upstanding member of society. But yo, if my parent paid $500,000 or something to get me into a university, I'm acting like a real POS on campus. I'm not gonna lie. I'm walking through that rec center like my name's on the building. If my granddad and my dad and my mom graduated Yale and now I'm going, and my grades were, it's gonna be like how high too.
Why
I'm
wouldn't
gonna
it be?
Where's my statue?
I'm gonna be chiefing everywhere, getting in trouble. I might tag something. I'm liable to vandalize stuff if I get in off just being well connected. Like you see was it Lori Loughlin? I want to be correct. Is that the actress's name? Lori Loughlin, right? That's
All
who
I
it
know
was.
is
Not Laughlin. It's
Lori.
it's like Olivia Jade was the daughter.
Aunt Becky from Full House.
Oh yeah, no, it was that.
is
Yeah,
it?
I heard that.
Lawlin?
Lori Loughlin.
Laughlin.
Okay.
Lori Loughlin. Yo, you see the video of her daughter's YouTube channel?
It was like a
She like has a YouTube channel and she's
Yeah.
just talking like, yeah guys, like I got into USC and like I'm gonna miss some school time because I'm going to Fiji for work and then I have to go to New York for work, so I'm gonna be missing a lot of school. So like when I go to campus, I'm gonna like go talk to my deans and see how much I actually have to be there. And yeah, like but I am super excited for the college experience, like parties and tailgating.
The dream.
But you guys know I really don't care about school, so yeah. Anyways, and then like kept
Yeah.
going, and I was like, wow, that's actually sickening though. Like, yeah, we
YouTube
joke,
community is crazy.
yeah, and like we're trying to laugh about it, but like, yo, I know.
She didn't even. I feel like she didn't even want to go. Her mom probably made her. She
Of
had like
course
a
she did.
YouTube
Life,
career.
Yeah,
She had a
life.
deal with Fashion Nova that got canceled,
Of course, she
Dude,
didn't
you
want to go.
Probably think
or like Sephora or something like that.
there's like a grade of food that she's never like been below.
Oh,
what I mean?
Yeah,
You
no.
literally are like you've never had like a bad bag of like chips.
Yeah.
Like, if you're getting in there, like you've been hit up your whole life.
Yeah,
There's
no,
your
for
reference
real.
point's different. Like,
That's very true.
non-appreciative or
Very true.
unable to.
A power outage is very difficult for a person like that.
A couple
I mean, it's
of
difficult
my,
for anyone, but
Yeah.
A couple of my friends like edit YouTube videos for just people who do vlogs, and one of them is like this 14-year-old kid, and he just gets $100 a video for everyone that he edits, and his parents pay for it, and it's just him like, what's up guys, like I'm staying up tonight as a challenge. You know what I mean? Like, wanted to see like what I think you guys will
God.
like the content.
That sounds so
What's up, guys?
awful.
Yo, guys, just checking in. Like, and
your
it's
friend's
like,
a trooper for
dude,
having to sit through that raw
dude, like,
footage. The raw footage.
the
of
raw
that.
footage is him be like fucking up and like
Yo, guys,
yelling
I'm
and
doing
stuff
the-
and
I'm
like
doing the pull-
shirtless. He's like, what do you?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, like.
Yeah, I'm doing the pulling all-nighter challenge. Please smash that subscribe button,
Yeah.
guys. Click thumbs up.
Like
Click like if
button.
you like the video. Blow that like button up. Damn, maybe that needs to be the new thing on Trip Off This. We need to come up with elaborate ways to tell you to demolish that subscribe button, the
My
like
favorite.
button on WCTV. I need you guys to pin it down on the ground and drive your fist through that subscribe button's face. Like, if you like it, break your mouse pressing thumbs up on the video.
Send us a picture of your
Yeah, exactly.
destroyed keyboard.
Smash and subscribe.
My favorite one is the, hey guys, I know I don't usually ask for likes in my videos, and it said that like
But-
the past 5 videos,
yeah.
and he's
Oh,
like,
that's-
but this is really important and this is really hard to make, so smash that like button.
Yeah.
Just punish that subscribe button for me, please, guys.
Combo breaker, that subscribe button.
We're definitely gotta come up with a funny Trip Off This phrase. How can you?
Trip onto this subscribe button.
Yeah. Damn, that's good. That's rich. Yo, also something I forgot to bring up about the New Zealand thing that actually is funny and I feel like is okay to laugh at
Alright,
is that
shoot your
young
shot.
kid smashing the egg on that center.
Oh my god, that shit was so
Senator's
funny.
head.
And then he dumps him. And then the first one, it's like, okay, you
Wait.
got hit with an egg. I can understand why you would do that. But then he goes for another shot and he like keeps going at him.
Should we briefly describe the video
I haven't
for
seen
somebody
it.
that hasn't seen it?
Please.
Okay, so so there's an Australian senator who basically, in the wake of the New Zealand shooting, put out a statement that was like, guys, I don't condone the violence that happened,
Oh.
but it's these Muslims that are causing the problem
Yeah,
in
I
the
heard
first
about
place.
this.
That was paraphrasing his statement, but that's essentially what
He
it
said
was.
Some wild
It
stuff.
was a wild statement, so he did
I
like
never clicked on the video.
He was
I
doing
just
it-
saw the egg part. I clicked on the video.
he was doing a press conference. He was doing a press conference.
It makes
yeah?
it better.
And there's like a 16-year-old kid, dude, with I don't even know where you get an egg, like how you sneak it, how you sneak an egg past security in the tuck, because how you get around a politician with an egg?
Bring my buddy with me.
Yeah, like he was definitely
Like
like
he got
Yeah, wallet,
two.
keys,
Yeah,
phone, egg.
yeah.
Sounds like an egg.
Like security definitely patted him down and pulled the egg out of his pocket. And he's like, "Oh, school project." He was like, "You're good."
Taking care of
Be
it,
like,
yeah.
it's a growth.
Yeah,
I want my baby to be smart. You
It's
know?
my-
I'm
it's
bringing
my
it
son.
everywhere.
So he literally has his phone out, and you can tell he's recording, and he's just standing like I don't know 4 feet behind this senator, and the senator's talking, and he doesn't throw the egg.
He just like slaps
just
it. He like places it firmly on the back of his head.
It's the
Respect.
perfect velocity. Any harder, you have a right to be mad. any lighter.
Yeah, he
You
just
didn't
like
mean it.
he just like pushed it into his head so it broke. It's like it probably happened in slow motion for him.
I saw a still image and it literally, you can see like the yolk like spidering off the dude's head. And like that's such a day ruiner. Once you get egg on you, you gotta go home. like
go.
the day's over. You know that senator was like, oh, we're gonna grab some lunch after this press conference.
No.
What do you think?
No.
No. Go home.
Egg
Drive
dried on
20
the back
minutes.
of the head.
The back of the head. You
Yes.
can't just get that off your shirt like
Oh,
looking
nah,
down. It's back
nah,
there. You
you're
gotta get
cooked.
in a shower now.
You gotta drive 20 minutes the
Gotta be
opposite way.
plugs.
He just went from going out to eat with a few of his cabinet members to
I know, right?
eating Dunkin' Donuts and McDonald's in his driveway because he's covered in egg and has to go the
Yoked.
opposite way. Yoked. Honestly, and then
Yoked.
obviously the politician
Not my
like
man.
kind of slaps at him and like they get into a brief scuffle.
2 punches. It's like 1 punch and the kid dodges it, but then he just keeps going.
Yo, free egg
Oh.
boy.
Free egg boy,
Free
wherever
egg boy.
he is.
Free him. Yo, honestly too, you know what's funny about that too is I really need to see his point of view.
Oh, where
Like
is
I
that
need
video?
to see the video where it's like hopefully it was like essentially a Vine where there's like a clip of him outside like about to go smash an egg on this guy's head and then
I hope
um,
it's-
Talks about
and
it.
then it immediately cuts.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Number 4.
Tried to smash this egg, so smash that subscribe button.
Exactly.
What if it's a TikTok?
Oh, it's a TikTok?
It's like one of the ones with music and like the bass drops when the egg.
Oh my god, he's just smashing the egg to like some Rage Against the Machine bass drop.
Oh, that'd
No,
be
the
sick.
vlog would be great too.
That'd
This
be
is
sick.
I'm on we're on the New Zealand vlog. About to I got so
Just want to hang out with the senator today.
yeah, like definitely goes into his mom's fridge, sees that they only have 3 eggs. He's like, all right, guys, I'm actually gonna go to the store and get some eggs. My mom's only got a few left. Don't want to use the last few. She'd be pissed. So off to the store, and then the vlog cuts to like him in like a 7-Eleven, like brown eggs or white eggs, guys. Farm raised or organic. What smash is the
I
best?
have
Damn.
an open forum that you can just let
Yeah.
me know which one I should
Yeah, I put a poll up on my Twitter, guys. If you just want to vote and absolutely smash that like button, that'd be cool.
Yeah, then he only makes it there with 1.
Yeah,
So it's like
he's
a
got-
whole adventure
Yep,
on how
yep.
he loses 11.
Oh man, smashing an egg on a
Can you
pole.
buy a single egg
No.
under any
Probably
circumstance?
from a farmer's market.
I want to buy
That's a
1
deep-
egg.
That's a deep
I want to
plan.
buy 1 egg. That has to be a nice egg if you're
Do
just
you?
buying
Yeah.
1.
Do you support egg smashing politicians?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
harmless.
Sure.
Yeah,
That's
it's
harmless, right?
It's as harmless
It's
as you can
harmless.
get.
It's harmless.
Oh my God.
Like-
But what if you wanted to take it a step further, and you were like, he has a farm,
Yeah.
and he just saw the chicken lay the egg, and he's like, I gotta do something with this egg today. Like,
It's like
this
extra
is a
fresh.
big deal.
Damn, it's like he knows the chicken that laid the egg that
Yeah.
he smashed. Like,
And the chicken was like telling him like, go
Gave
to the
it.
senator.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah.
the egg over.
Yeah, like I'm giving you my firstborn. What happened in New Zealand is a tragedy. Make things right, and just
Oh.
holds the egg on its feathers and presents it. And this dude, again, I think it's just so funny. Like, think about, you know what's gross? Is like he had to sneak that, presumably past some sort of security, and like, how lukewarm was that egg from being held in a warm hand?
What if he just left it out
Would
for a
you
while?
want a cold egg smashed on your head?
Would that be better?
That'd be worse.
I think
that's like for
I
real.
think I'd. And we know who's terrible too. Is like he literally it seemed like he was aiming for the guy's bald spot because the guy's like a 50-year-old dude.
Like I
where
said,
like
plugs.
the crown
Yeah.
of his
Yeah,
head.
now they're all
Plugs, let it dry.
That was
the
definitely
bald.
in the dude's vlog. When I aim for his bald spot, totally gonna smash it. Clap. It was the perfect force,
Pokemon
dude.
Go.
Yeah,
It's like,
straight
egg
up.
did.
It was the
Right into
perfect
his
thing.
spot.
And that's another
Great.
thing too. Throwing it wouldn't have been as cool. The fact that he
You
was
could have
close
missed.
enough.
There was a lot more.
Yeah, the fact that he was close
variables in
enough to
throwing
just
it.
really plant it on there.
You should have
You know?
Zion dunked.
Oh my god, that's so disrespectful for a 16-year-old kid to do to a grown man, but I love that type of content.
Was it a 16-year-old kid?
I don't know, he looked like he was 16.
Yeah, he looked
actually
young.
looked like he was, like, might have even possibly been younger than that.
That's wild.
Yeah, subscribe to my channel, guys. Smash. Hero, legend.
That's a good
Doing,
clip.
dude,
Intro clip forever. You know what I
Honestly.
mean?
For real.
honestly.
We have right before he was just like, "What's up, guys? This is my show," and then he smacks it.
Oh.
It's forever, you know.
Yeah, timeless. You get
People
a
remember
timeless
this clip
bit,
forever.
timeless bit of content with that. I always wonder, like, damn, like, I wish, like, everything you ever saw was recorded, and that like my ideal way of dying.
You want Black Mirror to be real?
This is taking a morbid turn, and I kind of do want Black Mirror to be real.
No.
But I definitely, I think honestly, this would be better than going to heaven for eternity after. Is if when you died, you just got to they're always like, your life flashes before your eyes when you're dying. Like, what if it was just like a life montage? Like, it was like a clip of like every time you just like sunk a paper ball into a basket from across the room.
Like best moments?
Yeah, it was just like a 9-minute
highlight
montage.
reel.
Highlight reel of
The
your
highlight
life.
reel.
Yeah.
Highlight reel.
Yeah.
And then that's it. Like, and then you get to watch that.
And then then it's blackness
And then it's
forever.
nothing.
Like, you're about to like cross a bridge. And you're like, what if I die? And the guy's like,
This is what
could
Tevin
see a
thinks is
montage
better
of
than
your life.
heaven.
This is better than better.
Yeah, you could die, but hey, if you die,
Give me the
you get to see a
montage.
cool
Heaven,
montage.
eternal pleasure for
Montage.
nothing. 3-minute montage, and then black.
Because there's been times where like I've been in a basketball gymnasium and just no one's been around, and I like just kicked the ball super hard as I left the gym, and the ball like ricocheted off a rafter, off the bleachers, and somehow went into like a corner basket, and I was just
Okay.
like, I'll never get that moment again.
That's true.
This was temporary joy.
Okay.
But if I died and got to see like a third person perspective of me in a gym by myself, just kicking a ball and doing something miraculous, or like even if it doesn't even need to be miraculous, it could just be like one of the times we're all just chilling out when we're not filming, and Michaela throws a cheese ball from across the room into my mouth, and we catch it. We're all like,
All
yeah!
the time.
Like,
Yeah.
I just want to see that one more time before I die. I want to be able to live through moments like that one more time before I
Really
die.
important things.
Yeah.
Like,
Honestly.
balls everywhere.
Honestly, don't show me
Yeah,
like
a ton
my
of mine
kids.
would be video game pop-offs in
Honestly.
my room alone.
right?
Like I'd be like,
Recipients.
yes,
I would.
I'd be sad.
I would
if was
appreciate
my
that.
life.
Yeah,
I wouldn't feel sad about that. I wouldn't feel like, wow, I didn't accomplish anything with my life. If 4 minutes of my death montage was me just doing cool stuff in video games, I'd be like, I did some cool stuff in video games while I was alive.
I'd be like, I'm gonna die now. Like, this was all so great. Now I'm gonna die.
yeah, dying, man. We all got to do it.
Or you could like submit. You could choose to submit your best reel of your life back to the people who are alive.
That'd be cool.
So
Yeah.
they can just
Yeah, like a roller
glorify you
coaster ride.
forever. Yeah.
At Six
Yeah.
Flags, and you're like, I want to buy the photo, and
Yeah.
then send it to my family.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
Damn, that's like a weird future like amusement park thing you
Yeah.
put on a VR, and now you're like, you get to know what it was like to be this person from history
That's good, Black Mirror.
Ooh.
That's even creepier than that.
until it gets stuck on you, and you're like, you have to go through all the stuff that person did, and then it's like you're in there too much. You start thinking that you're Malcolm X.
Wow. If that's who you had the
If
virtual
that's who you
reality
picked,
helmet
yeah.
on. Damn. If you could put a virtual reality helmet on any historical figure and watch through their eyes for like a week's worth of time, who are you picking?
Or could be like anyone, ancient history,
I know,
or
man.
I
just
mean-
modern history.
Let's
What limits are you putting
let's
on
rate
me?
it in humans that we know for a scientific fact existed.
Okay, but there are some really old humans we know existed.
Then they're fair play.
I would do like
A Neanderthal?
Alexander the Great.
That's a good
Interesting.
Because he conquered the most land, man.
Interesting.
And like before anyone else did it, so it's like,
Would you want to see that though? You'd probably see like a lot of dead bodies.
yeah, but you'd see a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, but what
And
if
we
that
don't, you said
person
people
was
we know
glorified?
existed, so I can't say some like potter. I can't say some merchant, because we don't know
You
their names.
could.
No, I
but
can't.
we know that they existed. I'm really talking about like you can't be like, yeah, I would put my VR helmet on Moses as he's
Oh, yeah,
part
then
of
I
the
would do,
Red Sea.
like-
that's he might have
can't do
existed.
that?
You can't do that.
Okay.
That's off
Man,
limits.
I'm saying I'd pick Jesus, and then we can solve
Well,
some mysteries.
I don't know if Jesus.
Can I pick the
I don't know if
time?
Jesus ever 100%.
I think
existed.
just like
Yeah, you
any
can pick a time.
explorer, when it was like, you could actually explore. Like you
Okay.
didn't know.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I need to actually mull over the question. I would actually, and you could definitely get to pick the time of their life. Like you could pick like person while they were in office.
There's
or
so
out of
many like
office.
any time period has its pros about it.
I'm trying
You
to think
know.
of a mystery that I need to look through someone's eyes to figure out. You know what I mean? I don't want to
yeah.
go back
Oh.
and see some stuff I've read
I
about.
feel
I'll
you.
be like,
You
yeah,
solve a murder.
here it is. You know what I mean? But
I've
I'm
been
like,
here.
A painter painting a painting. I'm like, yeah,
Okay.
I
Okay.
see the finished product when I'm alive in the future.
Yeah.
But if I could be like, I don't know, that lady that's in Hitler's bunker and see him kill himself and be like, ah, yes,
Or if you went to
he
Brazil.
died.
What?
because some people think.
Yeah,
5
exactly.
second
That's what I'm
conspiracy
saying.
theory. 5 second conspiracy theory. Hitler
There's a lot
escaped
of
to
Nazis
Brazil.
in Brazil.
Yes.
5. What?
Yes.
He could have.
Ladies and gentlemen, Josiah just said
I endorse
he
it.
subscribes to he smashes the subscribe button on the conspiracy theory
Yeah, that conspiracy.
that Hitler escaped to Brazil.
I don't think it's unrealistic.
I mean, he's dead now. Either way,
Yeah.
unless he's
A lot of Nazis
an
did.
old man.
Well, the South American general, I'm not going to put the blame on Brazil. I don't know if that's where they went in particular.
History is crazy.
Yeah.
History is
That's
crazy.
when you
It's
messed up.
crazy.
And they reveal to you all the things that you don't know after a certain amount of time.
Yeah, they're like, oh
They're
yeah, and
just
we were
like,
doing this and
uh,
that.
Damn. Is there anything else we want to cover this week, boys? What else is happening?
Anything going on with your music?
Yeah, I was gonna say, tell them where they can hear your music. Tell them where they can
What's
get.
going on? We
Yeah,
have
go
new
by
songs.
Plymouth rapper.
Okay.
Trying to be a rapper. You know,
Yep.
I'm trying to step it up. Now this winter's ending, man. I've been going through a low.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know, hide and being a hermit, but
The winner does that.
I
Yeah.
love being a hermit.
yeah.
It's
It's
pretty good.
tough when you're trying to be a rapper and be a hermit, which is why I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah,
most of
yeah,
them
for
have
real, for
mental
real.
health issues
Yep.
and talk about them, even if they don't acknowledge them as mental health issues in their music.
Yep.
But yeah, hermit life is necessary.
For real.
Yeah, definitely like where most of my like good music came out of was like finding a place to be comfortable in.
Yeah. For real.
And especially like as I evolve as an artist,
Yeah.
as I get older, it's like the people who taught me how to rap, you know, like when I was listening growing up, it's like their ideals of life, you know, sometimes you can start to stretch apart. Like,
Yeah.
Like, you know, you hear a lot of people like, you know, this is my life, never stop grinding, but it's like, I like a hobby, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
For real.
I got a good job. Like,
I don't prescribe to
I
that.
like relaxing by like finding my art and making some music, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to put like a 4 or 5 song tape that I can finally drop
Okay.
after a while, especially like, man, what is it, March now?
Yep.
Trying to have that done by like my birthday in June.
Mm.
That's
Gotta
a long
say,
time away, but
you're definitely one of the most consistent rappers
Yeah,
I've
you
ever
think
worked
so?
with in the studio.
That's it.
One take legend comes
Wow.
in, does a take,
I'm about to
out.
one take. I remember
He-
I was hanging out with
Even tone, whole time you look at the wavelength, it's like
That's
perfect.
That's impressive. That's
It's
like
very
that's like the
impressive,
definition of a
honestly.
natural.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cause that is hard. I've tried that and I'm not one take. I'm like
I just hadn't gone to like, I'd never like go if I hadn't like
Practiced
practiced
it,
it
yeah.
a million times.
Yeah, true.
Like, especially I got a new job where I'm inspecting parts. I used to be a welder, and it would be like I got a lot of privacy because I'd be under the hood and nobody's talking to me. You'd burn your eyeballs if you're looking at what I'm doing. So I just
Yeah.
got to chill with the headphones, could sit there and just like rap all day. You know what I mean? Like, like some of the stuff that I recorded with you, like I probably had done like, I don't know what a big number is. Like I know that I did it like 200 times, like
Yeah.
all the way through, like,
Yeah.
and that's like after I had it like complete and done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
And now I'm just trying to recapture that now.
it's definitely
Trying to
definitely
get back with you because that was like
Yeah, that was a while.
that was a while ago.
it's definitely a good method to have when you're trying to do that because like especially when like people's time is so valuable and studio time is so valuable.
And that's what
Like-
you need to impress, like that person who's just in that studio. Like you go to a session,
Yeah.
like Kanye
Right.
West or something, Jay-Z just happens
Yeah,
to be in the
yeah.
room. Like you might only have that one take to
Right.
get that impression.
And stuttering through like the 8th line in your verse 10
Yeah,
times in
yeah.
a row is
not necessarily the best look.
yeah, exactly. Definitely tough. Yo, so tell the people watching where they can subscribe or like.
The easiest way to find your
Easiest
find
way to
me?
find not music.
I mean, definitely going to be releasing my music soon, which would let you know on Twitter, which would be Coffin King Not at Coffin King Not.
Yep, spell that.
COFFINKINGNAUT. Coffin King Not. And the SoundCloud, I gotta
Yeah,
bust out the SoundCloud.
Yeah,
too.
blast it out. Blast it out.
What's the name of the music video that you have?
Oh, the
People can just look it up by name.
Eclipseless one.
Yeah,
The
Eclipseless.
Eclipseless one.
Look
is
up that
good.
song. You're
Yeah,
gonna look
shouts
up one
out
song.
to Connor Hansen and Dave Maybrook for
It's on
putting that
YouTube.
bad boy together. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice little music video.
Eclipseless by Not.
Hell
Definitely
Good
peep
take.
that. Definitely peep that. Also, I want anyone watching to know that if we have artists up here, it's because me and Josiah completely subscribe to the idea that they're not trash.
yeah. For real.
Yeah,
Like we
yeah.
wouldn't suggest anything that
Support.
we thought was bad. So any guests that we have on here, you really should probably
Check them out.
do it. Or you cannot check them out and your life can just keep sucking.
Yeah.
You can keep listening to just whack music. It really does not affect our life at all, but we're doing it almost like self-help. Like
It's like you'll be there. They'll be there later when everyone else is.
exactly.
They won't have been
like,
on
don't
the train
you
early.
want to be that hipstery dude who's like, I was listening to Not 6 years ago.
Hey.
Yeah.
Now that he's blown up, don't you want to be that annoying hipster? So follow our advice and listen to the people that we have on this show, so that you can one day be that annoying person. Yeah.
Yeah,
Duh.
my
You
annoying
get the SoundCloud?
hipster.
Yeah.
Yeah, the SoundCloud is Ipsonaut, IPSO-NAUT. Ipsonaut, Skate Switch, good song. Look that one up. Skate
yeah.
Switch is a good one.
Okay.
Shout out
Mason did that beat.
Okay.
Yes.
Shout out Mason.
Shout out Mason and shout out WCTV and the crew behind the camera and everyone
Yeah,
else
thank you, guys.
that makes this happen. And yeah, we'll be back in your news feed soon.
Wait, I have one question that's
absolutely.
been weighing on my mind
Ask
this
it.
entire podcast.
Oh god,
On your hat, is that a patch?
this is a Velcro patch.
It's a Velcro, so it's removable.
No, I was just talking about Velcro
I know you were all wondering too.
attire. Hey,
Cut on that.
That'll have your mother cover her mouth. Make some music that'll have your boys stamping and shout, and have your women blowing kisses, pretzel legged in a blouse. I would play this if it was cold and needed to heat the house. This track is cheese in a trap. Respect is the mouse, like the sun respects the clouds when it's heavy raining down. Tips is had to challenger, but big boy, where's the crown? Eclipseless, steady rocking a split lip. Hit big.